All right, we're going to talk about the transition today, and this video is important because it's going to be a precursor to the video I'm going to do very soon on my indoor practice stuff that I've been sharing with you guys to help you understand how to add speed back into your drills. And I'm going to help. The most important thing that you've got to understand in the golf swing, in my opinion, is the transition. And if the transition's right and you get these muscles loaded up correctly, which I'm going to talk about a little bit today and definitely in the upcoming video, then all of this stuff is going to fall into place. So let me first, I'm going to use my swing from down the line, the one that is the slow-mo version I posted up on the Facebook group earlier this week, and then the one on the right is Tiger face on. So we're going to use face on and down the line views. And make sure that you click the subscribe button down below and the little bell icon next to it if you want to see the video that I'm going to share with you soon on how to do this in your own swing, because learning the transition is everything in the swing. And as you'll see, there's a very specific timing and sequence to it. And once you understand that timing and sequence that I'm going to share with you, then all of a sudden your whole swing will fall into place. And as you've learned from Rotary Swing, the core, the legs, that's what drives the golf swing. And as you're going to see, there's a very specific timing and sequence to that. So what I've typically said to people in understanding when this stuff starts to happen is that basically when the lead arm, in this case, the left arm for Tiger and I were both right-handed golfers, then once that lead arm is just above parallel to the ground, so this point here, oops, not the best line in the world, but you get the idea. Once we're here, the rotation going back is pretty much done. The load going back to the right leg is pretty much done. We're both getting ready to go back to the lead side, and I'm going to show you how to see this and how to check this in your own swing. And then the upcoming video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. So make sure, again, you click the like and subscribe button down below so that you get notified when that happens. So look at Tiger's left glute. Notice that immediately here, as the club is still traveling back, where is his leg moving? He's obviously already moving back to the left side. Now, same thing you can see on my swing. If we look at it from the down the line perspective, you can see, draw your attention, oops, to this part here. Ugh, this app sucks for drawing lines. So you can see that my leg, the spot that's in the sun, is traveling back to the left already. If you look at this part of my body over here, you can see that it's unwinding, but what is the club doing? The club is still going back. That's because I loaded up my muscles in the right sequence during the backswing, which makes this transition move essentially auto magic. As long as I'm loading up correctly in the backswing, which is exactly what the dead drill is designed to teach you how to do, then as I start down, you can see that my leg is moving away from that line and the club is just essentially falling. Now let's go back to Tiger here. Watch what happens. So we know that right about here, he's beginning to shift back to the left side. So let's put a little circle on the club here, and let's see where it goes. So the club's going to go all the way from that point up here and still falling back here while he's shifting back to the left. This is the crux of the golf swing for most golfers, and it comes down to just sequencing. What muscles you load at which point in the swing are going to define what type of ball striker you're going to be, whether or not you're going to have power, whether or not you're going to have consistency, whether or not you're going to swing over the top, is all just this. It's loading the muscles in the right sequence. And you can see that as Tiger's moving back to the left, then his club is just essentially from this point is just falling. It's just the momentum from his arms, which are relatively soft. His shoulders are relatively soft, but his lower body is working. And that's what's getting the swing to sequence in the right way. And my swing, the same thing. You'll see the club, once my arm is about here, I'm done shifting back to the right, and I'm beginning to already unwind, and you can see that there in my lower body. If I zoom in here a little bit and focus again just on my knees and my lower body and my hips, they're moving back to the left, and the club is just essentially falling at the top, and that's what creates this very soft look. Most amateur golfers, when the club is kind of nearing the peak of where it's going to be at the top of the backswing, they just immediately start swinging down this way straight over the top, right? And you'll see nearly every great ball striker on the planet, the club does the opposite. It actually travels. Why can I not draw a line? V1, you guys really need to fix your app. Why does the club look like it moves away from the target, away from that position it was at the top? versus every other amateur on the planet, the club's working straight back down. Again, it's lower body stuff. My arms are relatively soft at this point, but my lower body is working and beginning to shift back to the left and turn, and that in turn sucks my elbow, my right elbow, down into my side. My right arm got a little bit away from me at the top here. It's something I'm working on correcting, but you'll notice that as soon as I begin turning my lower body, it brings my right elbow back down into my side. I'm not actively trying to do that. It's just getting worked in there because my arms were swinging back toward the top. Again, you look at Tiger's. His arms are still going, the club and arms still going this way, and his lower body going that way. And that is the secret to sequencing the golf swing. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys in this next upcoming video, is how to take your slow motion drills and start adding speed and dynamics to it, dynamicism, so that your body begins to feel how to get into these moves and how to begin to transition properly and how to use your legs properly in the swing so that you end up in a perfect impact position, and hopefully on every single shot you hit it right on the screws, dead center of the club face, shoulders square, hips open, proper release, and that makes it simple. When your lower body works correctly, the rest of your swing is going to fall into place. So make sure you click that like button down below and the subscribe and the bell button next to it. And when I publish this video where I'm going to be working indoors showing you how to practice this exact move in your own golf swing, you'll get a notification from YouTube so that you know when that video is ready, because it's really going to help you understand how to go from slow motion drills to speed and start taking it to the golf course.